Should the Bucks actually consider firing head coach Jason Kidd? Well, let's get right into it.
Like why you had to take my brother's way. Money in my mattress, but I had to cap another thing. I just capped another thing. I just capped another thing. All these bitches on me now.
Now, the Bucks so far this season have not had any sort of consistency at all. They might beat the Cavs one day and the next day they might lose to a team like the Dallas Mavericks or the Chicago Bulls. And coming into this season, we all had high expectations for this team. You know, we all thought that this season would have been their statement year, and even after they acquired Eric Bledsoe, who is one of the premier point guards in the league, everyone thought, hey, maybe he's the final piece that they needed. But they are still facing the same problem, which is consistency. They're not winning games on a consistent basis. But after losing to the Chicago Bulls the other night, which makes it twice that they lost to them at home in the past 11 days, a lot of people are taking that into notice and believe it's because Jason Kidd is not a good coach. And all this losing is coming despite Giannis Antetokounmpo having an MVP caliber breakout season, averaging 29.5 points, 10.4 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 1.8 steals, and 1.4 blocks in 37.9 minutes per game. He's shooting over 54.5% from the field and has a 30.73 PER that places him only behind James Harden. But what really made fans mad is what Jason Kidd said in the press conference the other night after the loss to the Bulls.
We talk about being young. How do you get out of that phase of just having that as something to lean on, that you're a young team and you're still learning?
It's not that we're not leaning on it, it's the truth. You guys can write that we're super team and that we're really good and we got the big three or the blue three. We're a young team that's learning how to play the game at a high level with expectations that are a little bit too high, right? And so understanding no one in that locker room has ever won, and so they're learning.
Now, I'm not gonna play the whole entire video, but I'm gonna leave the link to it in the description box below. But after watching it, I kinda agree with Bucks fans out there. You can't keep on using the same excuse that it's because you're young and you're trying to figure things out, because that starts to get old. And another point that he had that made fans mad is because he said that we, the media, set the expectations too high. Like, what? We thought that the Bucks were going to be a really good team this year. I guess those expectations were too high. But at this point, it just looks like he's making up excuses, which isn't good. And looking at this Bucks team, there's just so much talent for them not to be doing good at this point in the season. Jason Kidd's defensive schemes have not been working, and actually, the Bucks have been one of the worst defensive teams in the league and are currently 22nd in defensive rating. But they have been dead last in the past 7 games. And in addition to that, the Bucks have been complete trash, and I mean complete trash, without Giannis Antetokounmpo on the floor. The Bucks have outscored opponents by 5 points per 100 possessions with Giannis on the floor, and has been outscored by a whopping 13.3 points per 100 possessions without Giannis on the floor. And I get it, alright, the Bucks doesn't have the best bench in the NBA, but they shouldn't be doing this bad without them, because the thing is, they have 3 other great quality players in Eric Bledsoe, Chris Middleton, and Malcolm Brogdon. However, when those 3 players are on the court, their on-court net rating tanks without Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the Bucks have been outscored by 21.4 points per 100 possessions in the 98 minutes those 3 players have played together with Giannis Antetokounmpo on the bench. But Jason Kidd needs to figure things out, because the Bucks still have a lot of flaws that they need to fix, and this excuse that he keeps on using, that they're young and they're trying to figure things out, it just needs to stop. But there is still a lot of hope left, and Jabari Parker is nearing his return from his ACL injury that he suffered, but this team has so much talent that hopefully they can figure things out. But if things don't start to change, then we could start seeing Jason Kidd's name start to appear on the hot seat this NBA season. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you guys today. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I really do want to hear you guys out. Also, don't forget, I will be doing a giveaway at 2,000 subscribers, so I would really appreciate it if you could hit that like button, share and subscribe. But with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you all later.